you have this hateful spirit about you is bullcrap. You just don't like me to begin with. And that's absolutely fine. Because some of you just go when the wind blows. You go wherever the wind blows, whatever works for you. You just never liked me in the first place, and it doesn't matter. So you're telling me that because every once in a while I may have said a few curse words, and I say how I feel as a hateful spirit, when you literally saw this woman act like a Jezebel for 5, 6 hours, when she was going through a fit and a rage. Really? Grown women, married woman, and yet she's acting this way. And where was her husband in all of this? Because a real man would have been like, hold on, what are you doing? He would have pulled her back and said, you need to end this now. That tells me all that I need to know. So it's okay for her to sit there and scream and to yell and to threaten and to go off in this scary rage. But I'm angry and I'm bitter. Some of you all are so clueless. I swear. I'm just supposed to be sitting here and acting like everything is okay. Like everything smells like roses. Nope. I don't forgive and I don't forget. And if that makes me an angry person, that makes me an angry person. But what I'm not going to do is sit there and forgive someone who did something like this to my family. Because you only have one time with me. One time. And when you screw me over the first time, you'll never have the opportunity again. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Stop being so sensitive. Go where you're wanted. I tell black women that on my channel all the time. Go where you're wanted and love to celebrate it, not where you're tolerated. And it doesn't just apply to a black woman's dating life. It doesn't apply to just her friendships. Just everything in general. You know what works for you and you know what's best. So if you feel that someone's content is not good enough, there is plenty of other content creators out there that you can watch and view. Numbers are not important to me. Loyal subscribers is what's more important. And what I realized that day when I woke up to everything is that there were over close to 60 people that were not loyal to me. They were in my live streams, they were in my chats, they were my mods, they were supporting me, acting like everything is okay. And then the moment they had a chance, they went over there and bashed me. And some of them now have remorse, wanted to come and apologize. Nope. You had your opportunity to make things right and you didn't. If you were really a good person, you would have just sat back and listened to both sides. I'm not changing how I am. That's the problem with some of you. Some of you want people, content creators, to change the way that you want to be to please you and your platform. I'm not doing it. This taught me a huge lesson. Number one, even though I'm almost 39, even though she tried to say I'm 50, stupid as hell. Makes no sense. But anyways, what I've learned even at this age, you can't trust everyone. And when someone shows you who they are for the first time, believe them. I usually go against my instincts sometimes, which I'm learning not to do anymore, especially after this. And there were warning signs about this person, and I just choose to ignore them at the time because I wanted to see the best in everybody. I wanted to give people the benefit of the doubt. Heard stories, read things, but I'm like, nah, she seems like a cool person. But then she showed me her tail. And that is something that I'm still learning as an individual, that it's okay to be nice. But at the same time, you need to be kind to yourself. And I was beating myself up for the past few days thinking that this person that I was supporting turned around and stabbed me in the back. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, what the hell happened? To this day, I still don't know. But then I come to the conclusion that it must be some type of jealousy issue. It must be something about me that triggered her to be jealous and she didn't like it and she didn't know how to handle it. So this is her way of doing it. And she thought by telling certain people, you keep talking about over 1,000 subscribers. Listen, I'm proud to have over 1,000 subscribers because given the fact that I've gone through a lot within the past few years, I was still able to maintain my channel and it was able to grow. So yes, I'm going to keep talking about it because I worked very hard. Didn't have to pay subscribers, none of that mess. Right? But some people may not even understand where I'm coming from. At this point, if you can't see what's going on right now and you don't understand how embarrassing it is for black women to behave this way and how black women are going to be portrayed in this manner, you don't see a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. Black women should not be harassed solely based on having a difference of opinion. You don't have to like someone. If you don't like someone, don't follow them, don't subscribe to them, move on. But to do that, mm-mm. Right there, that tells you what type of individual you're working with. And if she did this to someone that she was supposedly close with, because remember, not even a month ago, she was on my panel saying, I adore love him. Really? Right. She said that while she was taking a knife and just screwing it into my back. If you clearly don't see how dangerous this person is and you don't realize that this could be you, I don't know what to tell you. Because for the past few days, there are different women in this sector that have been doxxed. There have been several people who are not content creators, but they're in the comment sections and they've also been doxxed. And what people don't understand is that what you do to somebody comes back on you tenfold. What you do in this world always has a consequence. What goes around comes around. So just because you think that you hired someone to do something, it's going to come back on you because that's what you wanted to do. And another thing I don't understand is how black women are still being so gullible. Why would you allow another woman to do, why would you allow another woman to use you to do their dirty work? You don't see anything wrong with that? These people are using you to do their dirty work so they can wash their hands and say, well, I didn't do it, this person did it. Why would they do that? Because when everything is said and done and things go down, you're going to run it on with them. And when you're acting jealous and hateful towards another person and you do this, you're blocking your own blessings. You can't blame me for everything that's happening right now. If anything, you call yourself trying to quote unquote expose me. But in fact, you exposed yourself because you showed your true nature and you showed how you really are. And I don't have to keep dropping your name or any of your followers' names in my videos. I don't care. But every time I turn around, my name keeps getting dropped every single day. If you're truly about your content, just make your content move on. Stop name dropping. It's not necessary. Just know that people can see you for who you really are. So if you're one of those that are sitting there being neutral, you can't be neutral in this situation because you witnessed what happened. You knew what happened. And if that were to be you, where that's being done to you, then you wouldn't expect people to be neutral. You would want people to stand up for you and support you. Very few people did that. Very few people stood back and said, hold on, let me listen to both sides. And you mark my word, what's happening now is that she has her private group, and then those people are being held hostage. Because now they're going to wake up to the truth. And when they finally realize that they were bamboozled, something's going to happen to them. And she's going to do the same thing that she did to me and a few other people in here. But you all think that you're exempt. You all got mad at me because I posted receipts. Why would I not post receipts? I need to defend myself. You're not going to drag my name through the mud. You're not going to just start making stuff up. If you're going to tell a story, tell it right. You damn straight I'm going to defend myself. You keep dragging my name and trying to ruin my reputation. People could tell the difference between the truth and the lie. So like I said, I'm not going to be on here for long, but what we as black women need to do is we need to understand that there are people that are going to be interrupting our progress in regards to black women and girls elevating, in regards to black girls and women opening up their options. We need to be focused on the prize. There are people out there that's going to try to stop the progress. As this movement grows bigger, as more women open up their options, especially the younger women, you're going to have a lot of black women that are not happy with that. They're not comfortable with that. I'm not talking about the black males for a second because it has nothing to do with them. I mean, I know they play a big part, but we're not talking about them for a second. We're talking about black women. You will literally have black women that will stop the progress of other black women. And we can't allow it. And as Crystal said in her live stream earlier, what we need to do is come together. Because we're giving them exactly what these niggers want. They want to see black women divided. We barely have enough space in this sector as it is. So if all of us leave, who are you going to have as your voice? Who are you going to have to talk to you and listen to you and understand where you come from as a black woman? Not many. Don't you get tired of having black women represent you and all there's going on is drama? Let's put out some quality content. Who wants to be dealing with drama all the time? It's not worth it. And the one thing I'm going to ask you, one thing I'll ask you guys and then I'll go. Does it make sense for a black woman to be interacting with people that clearly hate her guts just because she exists? You literally have black males, okay, who make videos and post about black women saying how we're not valued, that we're not respected, we're not wanted. We're viewed as property. I've shown you those examples in my previous videos. How can you as a black woman support that? How can you as a black woman support another black woman that's clearly disrespecting another black woman based on her God-given features? When she said what she said about my sister, that pissed me off. And not just because she's my sister, but you're supposedly about black women and you're disrespecting another black woman based on her texture, based on her hair, based on the way that God made her. Weren't you the same ones crying about the fact that people didn't view black women as beautiful? But at the same time, you're hating on the image of a black woman, and I never understood it. And what's even worse, you literally have black women that are accepting of it. They didn't care. You literally had a black woman call another woman a monkey. And you literally had black women just sat there and stayed quiet. But these the same ones, if a white person were to call them a monkey, they'll be all up in arms. I can't believe they call me that. There you go, Tavette. How can you give birth to black daughters? How can you sit here and talk about black is beautiful, but you literally have another woman who's melanated disrespect another melanated woman? Know nothing about her, but made fun of her physical looks. which there's nothing wrong with. God made her the way that He wanted to make her, and in His image, she's okay. So who are you to sit there and be the judge and executioner and tell everybody how you find her quote unquote unattractive? Or could it be because anytime that you see a woman and you're threatened by her, you look at her as unattractive? I don't get with women. They always talk about how unattractive a woman is, but listen, at the end of the day, a woman can be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if her attitude stinks and her heart sucks, and she has a bad attitude, then that trumps over everything. As you get older, your looks doesn't look the same. Looks isn't everything. Just like they say money doesn't buy happiness, neither does looks. You can get into an accident one day. One day you're fine and walk out of the house and have some type of accident. You could become disfigured. Anything can happen to you where your physical looks can change. And how would you feel if someone literally made fun of you because overnight your physical looks had changed? And then to make fun of a voice of a 19-year-old girl and say she sounds slow. Do you know how offensive that is? Do you know how disrespectful that is? To make fun of someone based on their voice? My whole entire life, people have been threatened by me because I just say what's on my mind. And some people didn't like it, but it is what it is. I'm not going to change now. As I said, I'm not here to impress you. And what I was here to do was put content out there for black women and black girls for them to learn from them. Now, whether like you like me, it's cool. If you do, cool. If not, it's okay. But to tell me I'm angry, it's ridiculous. Clearly, you can see the difference between me and that person. There's like night and day. But hey, I don't know. Some of you need to put on your glasses and just figure everything out. Anyway, like Crystal Swirl says, and I said it before people get it mixed up, and I said it in our conversation, and I said it in my videos as well. We don't agree with everything, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not expecting her to agree with everything I say, and I don't agree with everything she says. However, everyone has a right to their opinion. Everyone has a right to grow on this platform, and I respect everything that she does. And I know for a fact she does the same thing for me. And if we're really on this journey, then we need to be on this grown woman stuff. This beef and this drama, we don't need that. Like it's just ridiculous. This is high school. I graduated in high school over 20 years ago. I don't need to be dealing with this. 21 years ago, I graduated from high school. I don't want to be back into a high school situation. I'm too old for that. We need to come together as black women instead of being divided. And if we can't come together as black women, I don't know what to say. And instead of us looking in the mirror blaming neighbors all the time about the things that we as black women deal with, we need to take a look at ourselves in the mirror and figure out why we are the way that we are. We need to look in the mirror and figure out why we're so hateful towards one another. Why are we so jealous and envious towards one another? You guys, make sure you get the likes up. It doesn't make sense. We have so much that we can learn from one another. And I'm saying this, it is what it is. Even with my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish them any harm. I'll cut them off and say, you know what? I don't want to be with them and I don't want to deal with them. I don't want them involved in my life and vice versa. But I would still never wish harm on that person. I can't do it. No, I don't forgive you and I won't forget. But I'm not going to wish you any harm. I'm not going to do it. It's just time to cut you off. Go on, good luck with you. You do what you do. You feel what's best for you. But no, I can't roll with you like that. I just can't. Can't. Mm-mm. You can call me boring. You can say whatever, but I can't do that. Right. That's the whole thing. I never said that, though. Like, I don't have time to constantly putting someone's name in the title of videos. I don't have time for that. And then you have people getting themselves involved in a situation that they were never in the first place. Like, it makes no sense. Let that person defend herself. Let that person say what she needs to say. You don't need to be her guard dog. She needs to be a woman and stand on her own 2 feet. I don't sit here and constantly make videos and constantly put their name. Like, no. Like I said, some of you like drama, some of you like mess. You'll listen to one thing in here and then you'll go into another conversation. Oh, did you hear what Love Him said? Did you see what she said? Twist people's words around just so you can start some mess. Don't even report the whole entire thing. You just have bits and pieces. Then you're going around making your rounds trying to get people to be involved, trying to gang up against me because you don't like me. So you don't like me, you don't want anyone else to like me too. You want me to be standing in a corner by myself with no defense and no one supporting me. And then when people realize that that's the exact opposite, people have a problem. And see, I don't listen. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care. And I'm just gonna say this. First of all, it's not cute to be dragging other people into someone else's mess. Don't put everyone else's name in your comment section or in the title of your videos driving people into some mess. It's not necessary. People don't need to be drawn into a conversation that should not be drawn into. They don't need to be involved with some type of issue, and it's not right to them. And I think it's very immature and petty for someone to do that. Why would you do that? Because you're basically going to end up making more enemies. That's what you're going to do. You're not going to gain friends, you're going to gain more enemies. It's very childish. If anything, that should tell everyone on the outside, like, why are all these people involved? Because she's going to throw you underneath the bus. Anyone that does that is going to throw you underneath the bus. So when things go bad, guess who's taking that fall? You. All these videos that I've made within the past week. That's ridiculous. Now you even have people in the comment sections being doxxed. They're being threatened to be doxxed because they're supporting certain content creators. So basically, you're going ahead and threatening doxing people because you all like to go to jail. You're going to dox the wrong person, you're going to end up in a body bag. You all think that this doxing thing is a game. Like I said, I'm not playing. I got the feds on it. That's why I tell people keep saying what you're saying, keep doing what you're doing. Because they're watching everything. I gave them names of every single person that was on that panel talking mess. I gave them all the links. I gave them links to everything. I was singing like a canary. And I saw some people say have diarrhea at the mouth. Are you kidding me? Someone threatened your life and your family's life. You think you're not going to snitch? So I'm not supposed to defend my family. So I'm just supposed to sit there and keep quiet. when my life is in danger, as well as my family, as well as the others who were in my chat that were affected, you damn straight I'm going to tell the feds. Because she literally committed many crimes in that one live stream. So, yeah, I got the feds on it. I'm not playing with y'all. You can't go around doing this to people and think there are no consequences. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with people. I'm not going to do it. But you can't be playing with people's life like that. And to literally threaten people because they're supportive of other content creators is ridiculous. I have my family to think about, and I have my family to support. I don't have time for it. Y'all can have that drama. I don't have time for that. But that's not what I came here to do. Right now, we're about to hit the second part of this lockdown. In different parts of the country, they're talking about locking down for the second time. There are earthquakes and fires happening, so many natural disasters happening. And you want to sit here and do this mess? And see if we don't have bigger fish to fry. So, anyways, I have to go. Because I don't, yeah. Like I said, black women, we need to be united and we need to stand strong. There's a lot of people and a lot of forces that do not want black women to unite and wake up. But we need to do what we need to do. And we need to be supportive of one another. We need to stand as a united front. And we can't do that by tearing each other down. We can't do that by hurting each other. And if you have to learn anything from my lesson, which is number one, be careful. And number two, you're just going to have to let certain situations go. Not every friendship, not every situation is best for you. You just have to know when to let it go. And it's okay. Don't let anyone shame you in letting go either. It's a part of growth, it's a part of healing, and that's what you got to do. So, anyways, I have to stay safe. So, as I said, I don't want to leave YouTube, but if you're serious about me staying on YouTube and continuously sharing my content, please subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I will talk to you later. So stay safe. Good night. Bye. Yes. Yep. Angel, yes.
Do the act.
All right.
Do the act.
So with that
Do the
being
act.
said, good
Do
night.
the act.
Stay safe.
Do the act. Do the act. Do the act. Do the act. Shout out to LA, city and real, game dishing out real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse, no I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar, shout out the bed alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still at it, asthmatic and wheezing them cattle like he's open up piece of junk. Do the act, 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 do the act. Red kid still hanging out his booty crack. He takes kids and he bang them, that's a duty act. Sometimes he attracts them with the Uber app, but that fails cause his cars cannot move a jack. So one line where he goes for a duke to snatch, when his butt gets moist, oh a match. I put paint where it ain't in the Saints little tent. If I don't faint, I will have to get to snuggle with the supple little fellow, but you better come to me cause there's no muscle in my hustle. Red kid, activate defunct mode.
No normal for 2 hours.
Oh, enough time for enough grime. Knock knock, there's your guess for the young man butt grind. Do the act, do the act. do the act, 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 do the act. Shout out to LA, city and real game dishing out real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse, no I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar, shout out the bed alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still at it asthmatic and wheezing them Cadillac. He's opened a piece of junk, and his rape kit and his room's a device that fumigates him a funkin' of lice. Also a satellite that could find boys that he likes. This is a sick twisted life. Do the act, 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 do the act. Do the act, do the act. In rap, I exceed the best title. I bees the checks out them repossessed titles. Relieve the stress, I don't compete in roast battles without a beat. There is no need to throw fire. And Eminem, you could get it too. That little running hot spitball kitty pop shit is through. Shit is old like fucking with people's kids. Too many sheep clothes to see who the hero is. Do the act, 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 do the act. Shout out to LA, city and real game dishing out real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse, no I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar, shout out the bed alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still at it asthmatic and wheezing them Cadillac. He's opened up piece of junk, and his rape kit and his rump's a device that fumigates him a funkin' of lice. Also a satellite that could find boys that he likes. This is a sick twisted life. Do the act, 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 do the act. Do the act, 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 do the act.